In this video, I'm going to be showing you a great custom tactics I have designed in the 4-2-3-1 and 4-2-2-2 formations. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please subscribe, stay tuned, and enjoy the video. And before I get in, I do want to quickly just say I do greatly apologise for my hiatus I had from uploading. I know I've had a few people commenting, being like, where are you, why haven't you uploaded? And to fully explain everything, I've had some stuff going on in my personal life. My laptop then packed up and it was like messing me about and I had to fix it. Then I got COVID, so every time I went to make a video, just something happened and it just was really getting to me. But everything's okay now, and I should be back on track now. But yeah, let's be honest, no one's here to hear me rambling. So let's get into the video. My team has changed quite a lot actually since you guys have last seen it. I got Gomez left wing, got a striker partner of Forlan, Eto, James. You know, you guys can see it. It's a pretty decent little team. And let's get into the custom tactics. So like I said, we're going to be using a 4-2-3-1. And the 4-2-2-2. So let's begin with the 4-2-3-1. Alright, so first of all, let's explain why I've picked these two formations. And it's to simply put it, it's because they come with two CDMs. And the two CDMs are so good. So good. They sit in front of your back four. They just cut out all the passes that your opponent tries to do to get in. And then if you miss, if your opponent gets past one of them, you then have another CDM to then cover for them. So it just helps you massively defensively and just balances out the team so well. And then let's go into the tactics quick. So balanced defensive style. I think balanced is the best one. Press a heavy touch. Your players are too far out of position, so I don't like it. Press after possession loss. It just knackers your players out and you're, again, out of position. Constant pressure is great and all, but again, you'll be tired after about 20 minutes. So, and drop back. Do not even get me started on drop back. Drop back is utterly useless. I hate it. I hate it because the problem is your back line will drop back in front of your goalkeeper, and then there's this massive gap for your opponent just to play in, and they can be onside for about 20 years in advance in the future because how far your bloody back line's gone. So, no to drop back, please. Width 50, depth 70. I like to play quite a high depth because your midfield then will be playing in the pitch, and when we use our cutting passing lanes, which is quite important for the CDMs, they will be cutting out all the balls that your opponent's trying to play into the back line. So we want a high depth for that. Balanced build up play. I don't really like any of these ones, so I stick with balanced. Chance creation, forward runs. I love forward runs. I think forward runs is a great chance creation tactic because this pushes a bunch of players into your opponent's box and deep into their half, and that's what we want in it. When we attack, we want our players to be making runs. This formation is great with it. You just can score some beautiful team goals where someone's making a beautiful run, you tap to him, and someone else is making a beautiful run, you pass it to him. Oh, it's so sexy. Width 50, players in box, we only want 5. You don't want to go too high because then you'll have no one back. Don't want to go too low because then you'll have no one in the box. So 5 in between, perfecto. Corners, we don't want any more than 2. Reason for this is because if you have, like, let's say like 4 in the box, you can have like 2 defenders back and then they'll just counter attack you. So no thank you. Formation. These are where people are playing. Forlan's playing Lamb, Gomez plays Cam, James Ram, Eto, obviously striker, these two CDM, and then the back four is, as you can see it. Instructions. Eto's job in this team, we just want a striker to get in behind and just do that job of just constantly making runs, constantly being an option to pass to, basically. And we want him to be making them runs in behind. Gomez, we want him to be on getting box for cross and basic defence support. What you need to understand is in 4-2-3-1, you'll be playing in a 4-4-2 defensively, and then you'll be attacking in this formation here. So defensively, Gomez will play up next to Eto, and then as soon as you get the ball, Eto will then drop. Gomez will then drop into Cam, and then yeah, just so you understand, that's what will happen. Forlan come back on defence. We're getting the box across, same with James. We want them to be making runs into the box, but also as soon as we lose the ball, we want them to be getting back into position to create those 2 banks of 4. Vieira, cut passing lanes on defensive behaviour. again, like I said before, cutting past the lanes is great. What they'll do is they will sit in front of any options that are there and they'll just cut out the pass. And they do it without you having to do it. So kind of abusing AI defending, but everyone does it, so why don't you? Stay back whilst attacking. We want Vieira to be our CDM that is always back at all times. And I see... I kind of dilly-dally between these two. Because Walker is not going to be going up the pitch, we'll have him on cover centre. Because what he'll do is then he will then just sit in that midfield and help us defend midfield. Valverde cut passing lanes, but he's going to be our balanced attacker. So what he'll do is he will just move up the pitch and cause loads of problems that way, which is great. And I hate playing with two defending CDMs. You can if you want. If you really want to, you can. But I just find it, no, not for me. Then, like I said, with my wing backs, I like to play with one on balanced and one staying back. And both will be on a run type of overlap. The reason why I have one attacking is I just find it just creates a better option. I don't like having them all back because I just find attackingly, like, I can defend perfectly fine with Cancelo not being there because Valverde will be cover wing, so he covers the spot. And then we have Vieira who'll be covering centre anyway. So either way, we're defending with 4-5 players even, so it's fine. It's perfectly fine. But yeah, so that is the tactics. So let's go to the 4-2-2. Again, same tactics, because all we're really doing here is when we change to the 4-2-2, we have all the same players here, yeah, but they will be in a slightly different formation, which will somewhat confuse your opponent, and that's the idea of this. So we're not changing our play at all. We're just changing where our attackers are positioned and where they're making their runs. And trust me, when you get used to playing against your opponent in a certain way, and as soon as they will then change it to something else, it can take you quite a while once you've been used to a certain way of them playing to then get used to this new way that they're playing. And that's what we're trying to do. We want to switch constantly between these two, and what it would do is we would just keep our opponent guessing, and by the time they get used to one of them, they then have to snap back to the other one and try and remember how to defend against that, and then so on and so forth. So here we're going to play with a two-striker partnership with our two cams, and then the back four will then be the same. So can you not see what I'm saying here? You'll be defending the exact same because you have the exact same tactics, but attackingly you're going to have a different outlet, and it's fantastic. I love playing it this way, and I find it's really good after this new patch. So instructions. I like to keep forehand on balanced. I find if he's a target man, he just sits there and just constantly asks for the ball to feet, and that's not what I want. False 9, he just comes too far back, and he just ends up playing as a cam, and I don't need that, because if I wanted that, I would have stayed with the 4-2-3-1. But getting behind, we don't want two strikers just to run in behind, so mixed attack, perfectly fine for me. Everything here is very, very balanced with him, which we love. Now, Eto plays the exact same as he was before, with getting behind and balance everywhere else. Again, we just want his role to be he wants to sprint in behind, and that's what we want him to do. No, stop. James, come back on defence, get in box across. Gomez, come back on defence, get in box across. These guys are going to play the exact same as a Lamb and a Ram that did in the previous formation, basically, so I don't really need to explain them again. Vieira, again, exact same as he was before. Cut passing lanes, stay back whilst attacking. Valverde, cut passing lanes, and then he'll be our attacking CDM. Walker, stay back whilst attacking, overlap. And again, Cancelo, balanced attack, overlap, run type. So that's just the 4-2-2. Now let's get into the ones where we do actually change it up a bit. So let's go to the 4-2-3-1. Here, balanced, width 50, depth. Now we're going to play a little bit back. Not too much, because we still want to be cutting them passes out in midfield. But we're going to move back just a tiny bit, just to give the opponent a bit more time on the ball, and give us a bit more time to then get back if we need to. Build up play, we want long ball. We just want to just get the ball and just try and boot it up the pitch. because at this point we only changed to this formation if we just want to hold on and not concede again, basically. Direct passing, again, we just want to be able to make easy passes, keep the ball, and not lose the ball, basically. And I find direct passing is okay for that, but just know that you're not going to create as many chances. Width 50, players in the box, we only want 2. We don't want to overdo it, we want to be able to get back, and you're only going to be attacking with around about 2 players anyway. Corners, just 1. Like I said, we're not looking to score with this formation, so there's no point of really overdoing it. Formation, the exact same as it was with the previous 4-2-3-1. Instructions, now, getting behind for Eto. Gomez is getting the box for cross and basic defence support. Forlan is come back on defence, balanced without getting the box across, because we don't want these guys to be, we want them to be able to get back into position quite easily. CDMs both stay back on attacking. We don't want to send them up. There's no need to at this point. We're 1 or 2-0 up. There's no point of risking conceding. So both these guys are now on stay back. Same with the wing backs. Both of them are staying back. So we're basically going to just be defending with the bank of forwards the whole way through this formation, and then just attacking with these 2, which is what we want. And finally and I don't even know. I don't care. Defensive style was constant pressure. Width is 50. Depth is 70. We're playing high up the pitch again. Constant pressure. We're going to be constantly pressing them. And with the front 4, we're going to be pressing their back line like crazy, which is what we want. Because we want to win the ball back. We don't want our opponent having any time on the ball. And we're only using this tactics when we're like 2-0 down and we need the win. Right. Build-up play. Fast build-up. We want to get up the pitch as quickly as possible. Yeah. Forward runs. Again, we want to be up the pitch. We want our players to be creating chances. And like I said, I love forward runs for this. Width is 50. Players in the box. We're going to have a few more. We're going to have to push them up a bit more. Up to 6. But we don't want to overdo it. Because although we want to win with this formation, we also don't want to concede. So corners, 4, 4. We're really going balls to the balls with the corners. But just knows that you will get countered quite easily on these. So just be aware of that. Instructions. Get it behind for both these guys. We're just going absolutely insane now. We want both of them making runs. We're just going to try and get a ball through, basically. This is panic stations formation, essentially. Gomez, balance. They do go back and come forward. These guys are on balance, so they'll both join the attack. And we're going to have both fullbacks on stay back whilst attacking, just so we have this back 4 to help us stabilise the defence a bit, but then we'll be attacking with literally all 6 of these. Yeah, and that is the end of the video. So like I said, I hope you guys enjoy this formation. If you do, not really customized it. If you do, please subscribe, and yeah, just let me know what you guys think. And like I said, I really appreciate the support. I am very happy with how this channel's going so far, and I will be back and uploading steady videos, so stay tuned, and I'll see you guys next one, and have a fantastic Christmas, and take care guys. See you later.